I just got this. I'm gonna fuck around with it. Joe. It's your boy, CannaWinee over here. And today I'm just gonna talk to you about finding your purpose and having your purpose revealed to you, and these 3 steps that I'm gonna share with you, along with some journaling techniques to get you closer to having your purpose being revealed to you. This is what I'm going to talk to you about in this video. And if you've ever heard of this concept called Ikigai, which is a Japanese concept, it's essentially a reason to live. All right, there's a reason to live. I can make another video about that. If you want another video about that, let me know. But Ikigai has kind of like 4 variables. It's what you can get paid for, what the world needs, boom, and then what you're good at and what you love. Those 4 things right there equals Ikigai. Not gonna really talk about that so much, but it kind of funnels it into purpose. It's that thing that wakes you up early in the morning. It's that thing that that internally motivates you to do actions towards something, to complete a goal. Whatever it is, you know, your purpose might be, I'm gonna go to job to make some money so I can get me a nice car. That could be your purpose. You feel me? There's different levels to this, right? But purpose essentially is something that's an internal drive. It keeps the engine going. Might it be something materialistic? Might it be something realistically? It's it's drive. Then you have motivation. Motivation, short-term gas, I see it. Purpose, long-term consistency. Motivation is up and down, up and down, up and down, little dose. As I said earlier, I mentioned to comment, motivation is like cocaine. It's a little, it's a little nice little buster. But the purpose is a meaning to wake up and go complete a task for yourself, for society, for higher good, whatever that nature is, that is purpose. So, yeah, let me know what you think about purpose. What is my purpose right now? I know my purpose at this moment is to document and talk to you and just dispel this information to you guys that I've learned and practiced and implemented and innovated. Well, I wouldn't say innovated, but refined over time. And so, if you do know me from my past, then you know the progress I have done. If you don't know me, this is why you're joining my world in CannaWinee, to this realm, to get to know me and get to see my journey. This is why I'm documenting, but I'm also documenting about my career development, but I'm also talking about to connect with yourself. It's essentially just personal development talk, but we're going to go into how you can become a master of yourself. So essentially, I just want to do is try to help empower people. That's it, by getting to know themselves, because I empowered myself. Let's get into the 3 steps, okay? 1, 2, and 3, okay? Number 1, I call this eagle eye vision, okay? When you're in a situation or when life is coming back at you, this is what you gotta do. You gotta take a step back, okay? You gotta take a step back real quick and list out everything that is going on externally first, okay? So, make a list, of those things, those external variables that are ruffling up your feathers, that are giving you restraint, that is causing you headaches. And then the second thing, your eagle's eye view, which is your internal self-evaluation. I think this is the most important thing you could do. You gotta really kind of you gotta take a step back and analyze what is going on in your life right now. Analyze, make a list, Are you in a relationship? Are you not in a relationship? Are you happy? Are you not happy? Well, if you're happy, you want to be looking for life purpose right now, because people that are happy are just too busy enjoying life and being happy. Or maybe you just want to refine your purpose, and that's why you're here. You could be a happy motherfucker. I'm happy. I'm still having my purpose being revealed, and I'm a happy motherfucker. You feel me? I'm speaking to somebody that's 10 years younger than mine. I'm talking to the younger version. Younger version of me is very proud that I'm wearing this University of Miami vintage motherfucking jersey that I got in Miami during my holidays back in home in Miami in 2000. I was gonna say the 90s, 2023. Okay, the 90s was the best era for University of Miami, or late 80s and 90s. Well, there's a lot of shit happening, but whatever. Take a list, take an inventory of your external and your internal states at this moment. And when I mean your external and internal, make a list. What does that look like? Externally, you got to look at what friends are bothering you, what friends are helping you out, what colleagues or coworkers are hindering you and helping you. Does your work help you or hinder you? Does it give you a lot of stress? These are things you want to ask yourself. You got to ask these questions about what is giving me a challenge right now. What's giving me a challenge at this moment? And the internal side, you got to be like, okay, what is causing me grief? Is there a particular thought that keeps on running in my head? Is there a particular habit that I want to get to, but I'm not getting to, I'm not prioritizing it, so I'm placing anxiety on myself about it? What are your beliefs? What are your thought patterns? This is a mental checklist. Now, I have to tell you this. You have to come with unconditional love at this point, because you're gonna look at some shit and so you want to take a step back, or you want to look at the bigger picture if you want to use those terminologies, but I want to throw in my own uniqueness, baby. Look at that eagle's eye. Look at that eagle's eye. You're gonna look at some things that you're not gonna enjoy. Now, we're gonna do some journaling techniques and journaling techniques and tips, which I'm gonna show you at the end. And if you want to just go straight to the journaling, click the links below in the description. I'm gonna put that up. But that's step number one. An internal and external inventory list. Okay, so number two, what's number two? Boom. Number two is decide. After you do that inventory and you analyze, decide to make a commitment to self-mastery. Decide. Make the decision. Okay, make the decision. All right. I internally, unconsciously decided to make a master of myself, unconsciously, probably like 10 years ago, and then had to go through my journey to get to the point where I'm at to talk to you. But I had to do a lot of relinquishing many things that I picked up in my earlier days in Miami, my first 25 years in Miami, or I would say my spiritual path kind of started around early to late 20s, mid to late 20s, and I had to relinquish a lot of things. It's been about 10 years. So, decide to be a master of yourself, okay? Two books that helped me in 2023. 2 books, all right? Master Yourself by Miguel Ruiz Jr., okay? Number 2, The Game of Life, We Know How to Play It. The Game of Life, We Know How to Play It by Florence Scovel. 2 of those books. Both of those books, metaphysical books, internal, goes very deep. So take note, because I'm going to be giving out some summaries about this. And if you guys want my summaries, I already summarized it and I already put it in a PDF, but I haven't publicized it. So if you want that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll give it to you. I'm committing to self-mastery. Step number motherfucking 3. Okay? Step number motherfucking 3. Okay? This is step 3 of getting cocoon mode. Cocoon mode, baby. Now, cocoon mode means that you're gonna disconnect. You're disconnecting from a lot of people. You're ending, you're relinquishing. You're taking this time for yourself.
um, after you take inventory on what's not serving you from step one, you start, this is action mode. Action mode is, I'm gonna be in a cocoon, so what do I need to do to get to know myself? Let's just say, for an example, one of our decisions to self-mastery is building a relationship with self, right? What do I need to do? I need to stop going out on the weekends. Okay, cool. Prime example, I'll give you my example. I'm a wine professional. I've been drinking since I was fucking underage, bro. Like, I've been drinking for a while, okay? I came to California to make wine. Look, this is the United States, baby. I'm from down here. This is the United States. This is Miami. I went up here, okay? I went up here for school and then came across the country to make wine and then stopped. I stopped drinking alcohol for a year. 2023, I gave it up, okay? For 58 weeks, I did not drink. That was a commitment to myself. You feel me? I got into cocoon mode. I said, what is not working? I took inventory. I decided to make a commitment to self-mastery, and I went into cocoon mode. Cocoon mode for me meant to stop talking to anybody who was revolving themselves around alcohol that did not serve me in any type of helpful capacity in supporting my journey into not drinking. So if I talk to you and your first thing was, yo, you want to go to the bar, you want to drink? I'm fucking with you. I know how to drop shit like this. Trust me, I'm not shy of losing. I've been losing my whole life to get to the point of always winning. You feel me? Trust me, I ain't shy of this shit. Is what I did. That's a prime example. And I stuck with it, and I stuck with it, and I stuck with it. I worked in a restaurant. I worked in a fucking winery. I went to tasting events. I did not consume it. I tasted it. I spit it out. And people might talk to me and be like, oh my God, you're gonna get still a little bit drunk because your taste buds go to your bloodstream, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The principle is consumption, indulgement, okay? That's the whole principle not to do, because I saw a problem and then I was like, this is the solution, so let's take action. That's what I did. I did it for 58 motherfucking weeks, all right? So, get into cocoon mode. Cocoon mode is drop everybody that does not serve what you want to see yourself doing in the next 6 to 12 months. So 3 steps. That's it. Those 3 steps. That's all you gotta do. Is take an inventory of your life. Eagle's eye. All right, this is the eagle's eye approach. This is what I'm doing. You take an inventory of your external, internal variables of life, and then you go to step 2. And your step 2 is decide to commit to self-mastery. And then you have to ask yourself questions on what does self-mastery look like. And if you want that, let me know. And then I could give you the summarizations of the 2 books I referred to earlier. So you guys can get a little bit much more details on how to develop self-mastery. So if you guys want that, let me know in the comments below. And then step 3, go into cocoon mode. Action time. Go into action time. Decide, make a commitment, and stick with it. That's it. We're going into journaling tips. Okay. The journaling tips to apply. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I picked up journaling. I picked up journaling in 2012. Very inconsistent. Then I started being consistent around 2019, 2020. And 21 was semi-consistent. I've been consistent since 20. I would say I've been consistent since 21 to now. So the three techniques of journaling, or 3 tips of journaling that could help you stay accountable for having your purpose revealed to you. All right, so tip number one with journaling techniques is going to be prompts. Now, prompts, you could Google search prompts. I'm not going to give you any prompts here because so many prompts out there on journaling. It just depends your general approach to life at this moment of what you want. If there's different prompts things. Just believe that you got to start somewhere, and that's where I started with prompts, and I started writing prompts, and I started just working things out, and just realizing those prompts just wasn't for me, it just wasn't working for me. So yeah, that's one tip, that's one technique. I would Google search, prompts for waking up early in the morning, prompts for
building a business, you know, for journaling. That's what I would do. Tip two is something that I really appreciate. I think it's a freestyle. Now, within freestyling, you could do 1 page, you could do 5 minutes, you could do 1 minute. I just feel like you need to just mentally vomit. You need to get all this stuff here out on paper. And mind you, I'm not a writer. I'm not an academic. I'm a street. Can you tell? I talk with my hands. I'm a talker. I'm very natural with this motherfucking camera. Like, I'm not a writer. I had to develop this skill. You feel me? So, I would say freestyling would be your first approach to be more comfortable, because at the end of the day, you want to take on habits, but you want to take on a habit that is conducive to where you're at right now. And the most easiest way is get yourself a nice little journal, which I'm going to show you on my third tip, because I'm going to give you my method, and write 1 page. You know, just freestyle it. Anything. Literally, just start writing. I feel like shit. I don't want to do this right now. Or, oh my god, this is what happened to me early in the morning when I was going out for my morning walk. And whatever. You know? For fucking dream journal. You know? Like things of that. CannaWinee's method. This is tip 3. CannaWinee's method, which is something that I've accumulated from multiple practices and techniques of journaling, gratitude entries. Like, there's so many different styles and techniques that I've used and have now developed my own, which I do appreciate. And so you're gonna see the style and the intentions behind that style. Stay tuned, check it out. Boom.
All right, y'all, this is CannaWinee's journal right over here. Okay, you see a nice little, I like to mark up my journaling because every week I do a review. But let's get into this, right? So start off with putting a title for what you want to journal. The first thought that comes to your head, or the first word that kind of speaks out to you or resonates to you about how you feel that day. Write it down. I like to just use 1 word. Some people, sometimes I'll use 2 words. Relinquish toxins. Just depends on how I feel that day. The second step is to put in your gratitude entry. You want to have 3 things that you're grateful for. And then within this spectrum, you got to be careful, because sometimes you could get some monotony of always doing this style. But just kind of take a step back and look at the beautiful things you actually have now, and despite of however you feel, because trust me, somebody got it worse. Into the main juice of it, I like to freestyle it right over here. And the last 2-3 sentences, I kind of want to bring in intentions of what I'm going to be doing that day. So I have a clear kind of idea of where I want to go off from journaling. I do this every morning. So, you kind of have the date, have an intention that you want for this journal, whatever that resonates to you. Kind of had 3 gratitude entries, or 3 things that you're grateful for, because I think being grateful and thankful attracts more energy to you, positive energy. Have your freestyle approach, just word vomit here, and then save some room for your last 2 to 3 sentences on what you want to have done that day, or how do you imagine your day to go out by. And then talk to yourself. Love you Christian, love smiley face, whoever. And that's CannaWinee's method.
What's Gucci? So, now that we wrapped all that up, okay, explained what purposes we gave Japanese concept for what purposes, and then I gave a definition of my idea of purpose, 3 steps on how to find your purpose, some ways on how I did it, and journaling tips to actually implement those steps, and to track things and keep record of your progress. Because trust me, at first you might not feel like you're making progress, but after a long time and a while, you will see progress when you look back at it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, very intentionally made, crafted video for you, because I want to fucking help you find a fulfilling life, because I'm fulfilling my life, and I do believe that we just got to share that. So that being said, I hope you like the globe. I think everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna be more consistent. Where should we land today? I say the ocean, if you know me. I could do northern France. So, till next time, stay tuned, baby. CannaWinee out. So, I also want to disclose this with you. That this is a lifelong journey. Okay. That this is a lifelong journey. Okay. Self-mastery takes, each one of us is going to go through a different journey. So, just take time out of this equation and just understand it's a lifestyle. So, just try to adopt that method. Just a nice little disclosure for you, because you can't just do it overnight. It's not an easy one to build thing. Okay, so it's gonna take work. It's gonna take commitment. It's gonna take trials and errors and accomplishments, and you're gonna experience so many beautiful things. So, just to let you know, it's simple. It's very simple. It's just not easy, but it's very simple, and there's support out there for you. So, I got you.